What is your name?
I'm Padma Priya.
Are you working or studying?
I'm a professional dancer. I'm a performing artist as well as I do conduct classes for children.
Okay. Let me ask you some questions about emails and letters.
Yes.
Okay. How often do you send emails?
Emails are part and parcels of my life because I do have a one very close friend who lives in Canada. So almost like 2 or 3 emails are in my routine that I write to him.
How often do you write an email or card?
I think card when I get to talk about card, I don't have that much of time regarding when I think about my schedule and balancing it towards doing something creative. No, I'm not into it. But yes, email, yes, it is something I always connect with my professional as well as my personal life.
Okay. Do you write a lot of letters or cards?
Not quite often as I like to, because cards and letters are something that connects people and it just blooms the relationship. But I'm not into it right now.
Okay. Do you prefer to have an email or a card for your birthday? What do you prefer?
I will go with the card because when someone creates something, takes time, dedicates their valuable time and energy into making a craft item or a card for us, I value it so much and I treasure it lifelong.
Okay. Do you think in the future email will replace letter?
Certainly, yes, it is already being replaced, and the trend will follow in the near future that there will be the concept of letters could be eradicated over.
Do you prefer email or text messages for work?
When it comes to professional life, I'm very much into receiving emails than texting, because to me texting is like an informal communication.
Okay. Cue card topic.
Yes.
Describe something you made with hand for your friend. Okay, that's the topic. I'll give you 1 minute. You can take notes. And then after that you will speak.
I have some kind of fascination towards getting things done in a very traditional way, so that involves an artistic work. And I did made a card for one of my close friend who lives in Canada, and her name is Priya. And we do have a very close connection, and I do wanted to make a point that on her birthday it has to appear a very special moment, and she could treasure that forever in her life. So I took very much care and initiative to make her a card. So the first process into it was like I'm not quite into making a very good craft which is appealing. So I sought my help of my brother, who actually an exponent in it. So we bought some of the pens she was preferring in, and it was just not the pen, but I was wanting it to be in a craft molded box. So I bought some linen paper. So the linen was like typically equal to a cloth, a type of paper, wherein it is very fragile. You have to handle it with very much care. So I took time and I prepared a box. When I started to make some stands for it, so I can just hook the pen inside, and I made a little box. It was made of cardboard, and I wrapped it with a purple color which she is very much fond of. The gift wrap itself is in purple and gold color, and I had a special made ribbon which was presented by my student to me. So I wrapped that up and I tied it, and I certainly had one of my friend who actually helped me to transit this from India to US. She was totally mesmerized by the act of the artistic work I had been engaged in, because the pen doesn't just have the pen, but I made some small rings with some bands, and she was totally out of the world, and she was just pinging onto the phone to call me and thank me for that.
Okay. Let me ask you some part 3 questions. What is creativity and why it is important?
Creativity is something which provokes the skills that one holds, not because of acquiring throughout their life with academic patterns, but it's an inborn and natural aspect that comes in with different field of approaches.
Okay. What are the benefits of being more creative?
I think they can lure people towards them very easily because they stand out unique, and that is more important.
Okay. Do you think boys are less creative than girls?
Well, I certainly deny that because both have a tremendous knowledge about their own field, and they possess immense creativity in whatever genre they are into.
In your country, how common it is giving gifts which are handmade?
In the yesteryears, it was very quite frequent, but now it is been diminishing because there is a lot of dependency towards technology, computers, and those things actually had subsidized the usage.
Okay. When you're receiving a gift, do you prefer something that was handmade or something bought in stores? What do you prefer?
Certainly a handmade one,
Mhm.
because that is where I can value and I can see what I am into their life. So that importance they give to me, I owe it very well.
Should creative thinking subjects be taught in school?
Certainly, yes, it has to be because in this competitive world, it is very essential for a child to be exercised with a skill set where it is having its own way of thinking, and creativeness actually helps it very well.
Okay, last question. Do you think computer games reduce students' creativity?
I believe yes, because those are all structured and formatted games. So, child getting too much into it will stop their own potential of making things happen by themselves. Rather, they just copy or mirror whatever it is being given in the portrayed in the game. So,
Good. That's the end of your test.
thank you.